Welcome again to the quiet part of the internet, where the noise fades and your breath slows. Here you'll find hypnotic stories, whispered truths, and soft pathways back to yourself. Let my voice guide you into calm, into stillness, into the stories that remember you, because sometimes all you need is a moment and a voice that speaks gently to your soul. So take a deep breath with me now. In, slow, and deep. And exhale, letting the tension go, just for now. Let your jaw relax. Let your shoulders soften. And allow your thoughts to drift like clouds through a quiet sky. You don't need to do anything here. Just listen. Just be. And when you're ready, we'll begin the story. A story meant just for you. The Room with 1,000 Clocks. For listening at night, during panic, or any time the world feels too loud. There is a house at the end of the world. You won't find it on any map. It does not appear on GPS or in photos. But you may recognize it, because a part of you has already been there. It is a tall, narrow house, perched on the edge of a cliff where time seems to fray. And inside this house is a room filled with 1,000 clocks. Big clocks, tiny ones, grandfather clocks that tower, pocket watches that tick like tiny hearts, all of them ticking. Not in rhythm, not in harmony, but in chaos. Each tick a thought, each tick a responsibility. You enter the room, you do not know why. Perhaps, like many times before, you found yourself drawn here, during days when the noise won't stop, during nights when the world won't sleep. You stand in the doorway, and the sound is everywhere. Tick, tick. Talk, talk. Faster, slower, louder, softer. Faster, slower, louder, softer. Each clock begging for your attention. You feel it in your chest, in your breath, in the tightness behind your eyes. And then you remember. There is a chair in the very center of the room, worn leather, soft, safe. It is yours, and it waits for you, just as it always has. You move toward it, not quickly, no need. The clocks clamor, the mind races, but the chair is still. You sit, and the moment your body rests, the room begins to shift. One by one, the clocks begin to quiet. Not because they've stopped ticking, but because your focus has moved inward. You notice your breath now. Soft, gentle. You hadn't realized how shallow it has been until now. You breathe in, and all the clocks slow by a fraction. You breathe out, and the space opens between each tick. You feel your feet, the ground below them, the way your body is held. There is nothing here you need to solve. No clock that requires fixing. Only observation. Some thoughts still tick loudly. A meeting tomorrow. That thing you forgot to say. A sudden memory. But you do not chase them. They tick and pass. Tick and pass. In this room, you begin to remember that you are not your thoughts. You are the one hearing them. You are the stillness beneath the noise. Your breath is a tide washing through the room, softening the edges. And with each slow inhale and each deeper exhale, the clocks begin to sync. Not perfectly, but gently, like rain becoming rhythm, like chaos finding cadence. You do not need to stop thinking. You do not need to understand everything. You are allowed to simply be. And now, as you sit in the center of this stillness, you notice something on the far wall. A clock that never made a sound. It is simple, round, with a soft silver face, and hands that do not move too fast or too slow. This clock is your rhythm. And as you gaze at it, you feel your chest rise and fall in time. Tick. Breathe in. Talk. Breathe out. Close your eyes. The room still exists, but you are no longer lost in it. You are not the clocks. You are not the noise. You are not the overwhelm. You are the one who sits in the center. You are the one who breathes. You are the one who stays. Hypnotic Induction. Take a moment now to find stillness wherever you are. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and allow your breath to become your guide. No need to change it. Just notice it. Like a soft tide, moving in and out. Let the world begin to slow around you, like mist rolling in over the hills, covering the edges of thought with a gentle hush. Now, imagine a doorway. simple, quiet. It leads to a tall, narrow house at the edge of everything. You step through and find yourself in a hallway filled with warm, golden light. The hallway leads to a room with walls lined with clocks, 1,000 clocks, each one ticking in its own rhythm, each one a thought, a worry, a reminder, a to-do list, a memory. Tick, tick, tick. The sound at first is overwhelming, like all your thoughts decided to speak at once. But in the center of the room, there is a chair. Soft, familiar, safe. You move to it slowly, and the moment you sit, something begins to change. The noise does not vanish, but your relationship to it softens. You begin to realize you are not the clocks. You are not the ticking. You are not the chaos. You are the stillness in the center of it all. Breathe in and let the clocks slow. Breathe out and let the distance between each tick stretch wider, like space opening in your mind. Feel your body grounding now, heavier, softer, safe. Let yourself sink into the chair a little more. Feel the air on your skin. Feel the light against your face. Feel the quiet beginning to grow inside you. One clock on the far wall begins to glow. It's not like the others. It doesn't tick loudly. It simply pulses. Once with each breath you take. This is your time, your rhythm, your truth. And as you align with it, you feel the clocks fading into the background, still present, but no longer demanding, like thoughts that have found their place, not vanished, but balanced. Let yourself stay here, in this calm center, held, grounded, resting in the gentle knowing that you are not your thoughts. You are the space that holds them. And in this space, you are safe, you are whole, and you are home. The key meanings. Number 1, anxiety as mental noise. The ticking clocks symbolize racing thoughts, constant reminders, and intrusive worries. Each clock represents a piece of mental clutter, overwhelm caused by too many responsibilities, fears, or unprocessed emotions. Number 2, the power of the present moment. The chair in the center is a metaphor for mindfulness, the calm observer within us that is untouched by chaos. Sitting in the chair represents the moment of surrender, grounding, and conscious breath work. Number 3, you are not your thoughts. The story reinforces a core therapeutic idea. You are the awareness behind your thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. By witnessing the clocks without racing to them, the character and the listener reclaims inner control. Number 4, stillness is strength, not weakness. The quieting of clocks doesn't happen by force, but by softening attention. This teaches that calm comes from allowing, not fixing. You don't have to silence every thought to find peace. And number 5, your own rhythm is sacred. The glowing clock on the far wall represents your natural pace, your breath, your truth. Aim the noise of expectations and mental pressure. You carry your own internal rhythm, and it's enough. And once again, you've done beautifully. By simply listening, you've given yourself the gift of stillness, of presence, of healing. And maybe something inside you has shifted, subtly, gently, like a curtain parting to reveal a little more light. If this story brought you peace, clarity, or a moment of rest, know that there's more waiting for you. I'd love for you to subscribe so you can return whenever you need a soft place to land. For now, let the feeling stay with you. Let the story echo through the quiet, and return anytime you're ready to listen. And until next time, be well.